Hey, okay, sir. Welcome back to Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery. Well, we finally get a brand new chapter, Chapter 16. And I don't have the thing that pops up for it, but it should be somewhere here. Oh, here we go. Chapter 16, Fire and Eyes. So basically, we have suspicions of a Cursed Quill case and Callum's art auction fire investigation are intertwined. And we're going to confront him with the evidence, and then what will we uncover next? I don't know, but Badeea, Orion, and Tonks have something to do with it. So we go to the research lab, talk to Callum. Hey, Callum. Casey, you may want to keep your distance. What are you working on? I was just about to open the evidence locker and get to work on the Fiend Fire investigation. Ooh, a key. Now it's my thumbnail. Flump almost caught us talking about the art gallery investigation last time. We shouldn't risk it again. Not that it'll matter at the moment. I've hit a dead end. Perhaps you've hit a dead end because you only know half the story. Our cases could be intertwined. You're right. Flump briefed me on your theory, blah. The victims of the Quidditch memorabilia fraud and the forged checks all have a connection to the fire. What do you think? I like to follow every lead. But I also believe Flump has a reason for keeping you on the Cursed Quill case. Callum, if these cases are all connected, it makes no sense to hide information from each other. I don't know. So, now I can't even be near the evidence of the fire that killed my partner? Let me convince you to tell me about your dead end. Well, that's good. Throw that in his face. That'll make someone feel real good. Pretty surprised it's only an hour. Not that I'm complaining. Oof. Pretty laggy. No, I can go way over here. I'll go to the end. Why not? What's worse, we share information, other cases don't get solved. True. Alright, you convinced me. I'll tell you about the dead end but quickly. The last thing I need is a schooling from Flump. Thank you. Sharing information will benefit both of us. There are still a lot of questions in the art gallery fire. We don't know who or what was being targeted. But one thing we do know is that all the art donated for the auction came from the same seller. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to track down the seller, hence, dead end. Do you know the name of the seller? Someone named Felix Grooves. Felix Grooves? Have I heard that name before? Have they brought it up? I feel like they have. I guess so. Several members of the social club were talking about poor Felix losing his paintings in the fire. Felix's name was also in the social club guest book. That means Felix Grooves is a major connection between our two cases. You're right, that is a big deal. You said you're about to unlock the evidence locker? Perhaps we can look at the evidence together. Well, I mean, I suppose. The answer is still no, Agent. Rats. Flump. I expect this behavior from Agent Stick His Nose in Everyone's Business. But you should know better, Agent McClintock. Capitalize on the distraction, defend Callum. I can't do that. Well, it seems you two have a lot to talk about. I'll get back to work. Oh, I thought it was broken for a second. Like, where's the dialogue? Why isn't it popping up? I am really curious to see about this evidence and what we're going to find. Okay, so I guess that's a painting? All this evidence. These are the most interesting pieces I found in the evidence locker. A partially burned painting, certificate of authenticity, Ruby's notebook, and Ruby's necklace. KC. I had a feeling you stole the evidence locker key. Callum, you're either going to solve both of our cases or get yourself fired. Walt may not want to share information with you, but it's clear our cases are connected. So, you're willing to let me take the evidence stuff? Yes, it may be the only way for us to solve both of our cases. How do you feel about partnering with me? Excited? Not happy? Nervous? I'm excited. I'm excited. Together, we'll be able to solve both our cases. I was hoping you'd say that. I've been looking forward to working with you. Then what are we waiting for? Let's look through the evidence for clues. Yes, let's do that. Oh, pretty big jump up for the 1 hour, isn't it? Callum, Ruby's notebook has a name written in it. It's hard to make out, but it appears to be Felix Grooves. Why would Ruby have the name Felix Grooves in her notebook? Perhaps she was further along in her investigation than you knew. If she wrote down Felix's name, she could have tracked him to the art gallery. But I was there when she chose the art gallery auction security job. It seems so totally random. Interesting. One thing's for certain, Felix Grooves is an important piece of this puzzle. I have to get back to the social club and see if I can find him. That might be difficult. You have to wait for the next invitation. Well, I can't just sit around for something to happen. There must be more to this evidence than we've uncovered. We should have an art expert take a look at this. The RCC's art expert is out on assignment and sometimes doesn't come back for months. I know someone who has more knowledge about art than both of us combined. Badeea? Badeea! We've already broken countless ROC regulations. What's one more? Just make sure you mask your intentions as best as possible. There are penalties for telling outsiders about the ROCC. What kind of penalties? Expulsion, obliviation, incarceration, sometimes all three. Well, I've been good about keeping my job a secret, even from those close to me. Just to be safe, I'll bring this evidence to my flat and won't let it out of my sight. Good idea. I appreciate that. KC, I hope you don't mind. I'll let myself in. You must be excited about helping with my art appreciation project. I had no idea you were so into art, but I'm chuffed to be a part of it. The painting I would like you to look at is over on the table. Let's take a look. The painting is badly damaged. It's as if it was in a fire. Before we continue, I have to ask you something. What is it? I get the feeling there is something you aren't telling me. First it was a strange toy chimp, then the mysterious death of your co-worker at the art gallery. And now this burnt painting. Are you really a janitor in the magical maintenance? Maintain cover, reveal your job. I have to do what I can to cover my ass. I'm in magical maintenance. There's much more to being a janitor than mopping up pumpkin juice. Because of my curse-breaking background, they give me their most peculiar messes to clean up. Ooh, that's good. I'll say, it sounds much more exciting than I imagined. Thank you for clearing that up. Now, let's get back to the reason I'm here. I need to know more about this painting. The artist who painted it, where it came from, and if there's anything unusual about it. I'll do everything I can. Brilliant. Now let's examine the painting. KC, this painting. It's a forgery. What? How could that be? This is supposed to be the magenta Comstock painting. Her signature is at the bottom. However, magenta Comstock paintings are famous for eyes that follow you around the room. These eyes are not in magenta style. They don't even follow you anywhere. Therefore, it's a fake. But how could that be? There's a certificate of authenticity. Perhaps that's a fake too. The ink! Upon closer inspection, it appears to be dark pink. Badeea, you're right. This is a forgery. But what does it mean? What's that? That must be the social club invitation I've been waiting for. Is it? This is most definitely not the invitation I was expecting. It is an urgent request to go to a meeting with Madame Umbridge. Interesting. Interesting indeed. I remember what happened. She was like an imposter or something, if I recall. Madame Umbridge, I received your letter. We haven't seen each other since Shiratori's Wizengamot trial. I remember it well because you tricked my brother Jacob into drinking Verita serum. I'm certain I don't know what you're talking about. Why did you call me here? Straight into the point, I see. Look at her face! She does not look very trusting, does she? Though I must say, a combative attitude may not work in your favor. You see, I have just been appointed the new president of the Social Club. Congratulations, Umbridge. Expressed disappointments. I mean, she knows. She knows if I just congratulated her, she'd think I would be sarcastic or something, so... How unfortunate. That's precisely the type of attitude I would like to avoid in my club. As a new president, I will be handling things much differently than Celestina Warbeck. She carries a certain charm, but would you agree her methods for accepting new applicants were subpar? Agree? Disagree? I disagree. I disagree, Madame Umbridge. There were quite a few hurdles to jump before I was accepted into the club. You may have inadvertently proven my point. I have been reviewing all members to make sure they meet my rigorous standards. And this is my review? An astute assumption. Let us begin. Wait, how will I know a fit if I don't know what type of club you're running? Very well. Allow me to explain my vision for the social club. No, don't give me this 8-hour baloney, you son of a... Alright, that's actually not bad. 3 hours is not the end of the world, I'll be honest. And it's only 3 stars. I think I understand your vision now. You want the most elite witches and wizards in your club. That's right, they should be popular, wealthy, and relevant, but most importantly, ambitious. Speaking of which, it says here you ended up a floor mopper. Based on my personal experience, those whose preferred scent is mop water lack ambition. Tell me, what is your greatest ambition? To become rich, to become famous, to find happiness. I don't know. What does my character want? Other than, at this moment, I guess would be happiness. I want to find happiness. Everything else will fall into place. Happiness is a fruitless venture that provides no notoriety, or steady income. Alright, I have completed my evaluation. You have, but you've only asked one question. My dear, I've been evaluating you since the moment you walked through my door. In my humble estimation, now that I'm in charge, your membership is revoked. Accept the results, protest the results, don't react. Well, you know what? Let's just not say anything. You are quite good at containing your emotions. That must come in handy when encountering particularly mingling messes. It is too bad you won't be able to enjoy the cake I'll be serving. It is simply divine. If that's all, I should be going now. If I were you, I'd reconsider the direction your life is headed. Now that you mention it, I do happen to have a friend who's a life coach. Perhaps it is time I regroup with Orion. This is something about her, man. It's that scowl on her face. She thinks she's better than everybody else. Oh, it looks like we're going to the Hogwarts station. There he is. With Tonks. Watch her, Casey. Hey, you two. What are you talking about? Tonks was seeking advice about achieving her ultimate goal. Speaking of which, you must be here about your ultimate goal, Casey. That's right, I got into the social club. Unfortunately, a complication has come up. And is this complication overly pink and toad-like? I saw Madame Umbridge pull you for a chat earlier. Yeah, she revoked my club membership. That is most troubling. She said I don't meet her standards. I don't exactly know what this club is that you're talking about, but I'm fuming. Thanks, Tonks. I think the two of you could help me, actually. It is important that I return to the club, and I need a new way to get in. My reasons are complicated, but trust me, it's vital. Just as a bee helps the flower, we will help you overcome this. Brilliant. Then help me brainstorm ideas to get back into the club. Ooh, it's all short too. I like shorts. So in this chapter we had 2 1-hour quests, which is pretty unbelievable. Normally it's like, normally you don't even get this. Normally it's just a bunch of 8 hours and 3-hour quests, but they decided to make it a little bit more friendly. Pretending to be someone? Who would that be? Alright, I think we decided that I'm going to need to work with a second person to pull this off. At least there was 2 ideas. You have my metamorphicus abilities at your disposal, Casey. I could easily impersonate a club member and take you as my guest in the next gathering. The only issue there is that I'm not sure if they allow guests. Allow me to assuage your doubts. On more than one occasion, I have seen members with guests. Even I am considered a guest of the club. It wouldn't be unusual for a member to bring someone with them. Perfect. Alternatively, I could use the distraction to gain access. My worldly experience and wisdom I impart is the highlight of the gatherings I attend. No one would notice you sneaking into the gathering if I were offering advice to Madame Umbridge. So I could either be direct with Tonks or sneaky with Orion. That's right, KC, which method do you want to choose to get into the club? If we choose Tonks's, it seems a little bit better, in the sense that because I'm a guest, people aren't going to question it. But if we choose Orion, it is possible that Umbridge would have told some people in the club about me. So then if I show up, they're going to be like, well, why are you here? You're not supposed to be here. On the other hand, if I go with Tonks, the person she impersonates, they could end up crossing paths. It is a conundrum. I think Tonks's is better. So we're going to go with Tonks. I want to use Tonks's method to get into the club. Yes, Tonks and Casey back to adventuring again. I won't let you down. After all, my concealment and disguise scores in aura training are off the charts. Brilliant. Now that that's decided, there's only one problem left to solve. Blimey, not another issue. Yeah, I don't actually know where the next meeting is going to be held. Perhaps you were given a clue without even realizing it. He's right. Think back to your conversation with Madame Umbridge. She did mention there'd be cake. That can mean the next meeting is at Fitzy Flower Puff's Enchanted Cakery. Oh, I still can't get over that name. I'll see you there. You can count on me. Great. So now we know what we're doing next. We got kicked out of the club. We're going to try to get back into the club. And then continue on to see if we can get more clues and things of that nature with that guy. All I have is the frickin' Fitzy Cakery in my mind now. Oh, it's like Reeves or something, isn't it? Felix Grooves, that's what it was. I don't know why I said Reeves. Reeves, Grooves, I don't know. Felix Grooves, that's the person we're trying to get. So let me know down below, what did you think of the chapter and everything that went down, and what do you think could happen in the future? There's obviously a lot of possibilities, and we will see how that plays out moving forward. Hopefully not too much longer from now. Moving forward. Bye-bye, everybody.